every single day.
This is worse than a hurricane. Absolutely worse than a hurricane.
An EF2 tornado on the ground for nearly 2 miles in Seminole County.
And then it felt like a train was running parallel to the house,
Leaving homes ripped apart in its path.
We have to let the damage tell the story, and that's what we were out here to do today.
A story this community will remember for years.
It's nothing short of a miracle for these two individuals in this particular home that is 80 to 90% destroyed.
A miracle. No injuries have been reported after that tornado swept through Seminole County this morning. The photos of the damage, absolutely incredible. I'm Tammy Fields, joined tonight with certified meteorologist Mallory Nichols here. National Weather Service crews say today's tornado was on the ground for 1.8 miles. It is the first EF2 in Central Florida since August of 2020.
And even then, we don't typically see damage like that. I'm so glad that they're okay.
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, we want to talk a little bit more about weather now that this is rolled out of here.
Yeah.
What can we expect for the rest of the day?
All right, yeah, here's a check of Klystron 13 for you. This is a loop of that severe weather that moved through earlier this morning, and you could see all of the warnings that were issued as that line pushed through. There were several tornado warnings, and of course the National Weather Service is going to be getting out and surveying over the next few days, so we may get updates from even that Seminole County tornado that pushed through the area. The good news is it is a lot quieter at this point and will continue to stay quiet through the overnight hours. In fact, as we look ahead, it's still going to be a bit windy through 7 o'clock. The winds will start to decline through the overnight hours as those clouds push out. Tomorrow, much quieter. We'll start out the day a little on the chillier side, and then temperatures will warm with plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a much better day for our Tuesday.
The area is not very safe right now, so please steer clear of the area if you could.
Our coverage continues this hour. After this morning's EF2 tornado across Seminole County, we now know that a house has collapsed and hundreds of customers, they are still without power at this very hour. Fortunately, no injuries have been reported so far. Your Spectrum News 13 team is covering every angle of today's storm. You can find us all across Seminole County assessing the damage, speaking to neighbors, and checking in on the community cleanup efforts. Right now, we want to begin with our Maria Serrano. She is live on Blue Iris Place with the storm damage there. Maria.
Tammy, this home behind me, you can see, is completely destroyed, and you can see that that tornado whipped up a storm itself. Look at this uprooted tree here. That just speaks about the strength of that tornado. Overall, this home, you can see, caved in the roof itself. The tornado breaking the windows and leaving a family without a home. I've seen them hugging each other, looking around their home in disbelief. Damaged cars, a neighbor's roof on the side of her home, and her pool screen torn completely off. Debris is everywhere around Emily Sless's Markham Woods Road home.
This is worse than a hurricane.
She's lived in the Whispering Winds neighborhood for 8 years and says she has never seen damage like this up close. Her backyard faces the collapsed home on Blue Iris Place, where 2 people escaped the tornado unscathed. Outside her home, John Lanzetti is conducting a damage assessment for homes in the neighborhood.
Shock, dismay.
He's on the disaster action team for the Greater Orlando chapter of the American Red Cross.
We've got a whole team standby, gearing up for sheltering if we need to have a shelter opened up. We've got feeding operations spooling up.
Emily says her husband and son were inside the home when the tornado touched down.
You couldn't even see out the doors, and everything was completely white.
That's when she says her husband screamed for her son, who was asleep, to run over and take cover.
They made it to the closet. They were safe.
You can see now nothing here is left behind other than debris. It's been an emotional roller coaster for families here who have woken up this morning with the mess that this tornado left behind. I'm live in Longwood. Maria Serrano, Spectrum News.
Thank you, Maria. Well, we want to give you another aerial look at the damage from the Whispering Winds subdivision along Blue Iris Place in Longwood. This is the view from our drone. You can get an idea of the path of the EF2 tornado confirmed by the National Weather Service. They say a tornado of this strength this time of year is considered a rare Florida tornado, but tornadoes during this time of year are not unheard of.
We call February and March our tornado season here in Central Florida. Some of our most prolific tornado events in Central Florida have occurred in the months of February and March. And so this was no different. When we see these strong cold fronts move into the area, this is how we get those rare tornadoes, those 1 in 10 tornadoes that we sometimes see in our community.
In addition to that two-story home that collapsed on Blue Iris Place, the National Weather Service also found several other homes in that same community with blown out windows, damage to garage doors, and damage to roofs. Well, 15 minutes away from where we saw that collapsed home off Blue Iris Place near Markham Woods Road is a Sweetwater Oaks subdivision in the Wekiva Springs area. Spectrum News 13's Devin Martin, he is joining us live there. Devin, what are you seeing where you are?
Tammy, it all happened quick when a tree collapsed right in front of Joseph Hill's property. He tells me that he has never dealt with anything like this before, as cleanup efforts are continuing to be underway this evening.
This is no ordinary Monday for Joseph Hill. Cleanup crews are taking apart a tree that fell in front of his home. He didn't expect this to happen today.
So then I was like, well, this is kind of abnormal. You know, I've been through some hurricanes, but it's never been like kind of like this intense.
Hill has been living here for 2 years. He's still shaken from the sounds he heard this morning.
Felt like a train was running parallel to the house.
Hill considers himself lucky. Recently, he installed a metal roof. Things could have been worse.
As I was feeding the dogs, I was looking out the window, and I started watching all the trees fall. And then as this was going on, that's when I started getting notifications that there was a tornado in the area.
Joseph's neighbor, Abel Viteri, was not as lucky.
We're gonna have to fix up a couple of things. As you can see, we're getting some trees that fell against our house. It was just a lot of like banging, and next thing you know, the whole entire place that's all backed up, and the tree was on the side of the house.
Nearby Streetwater Tennis was also damaged. A gate, as you can see, is tilted, and a palm tree collapsed near the front of this building. Even though Hill and Viteri didn't expect this to happen today, they're grateful no one was hurt.
In the back, you can see it's all wrecked.
And Hill tells me that cleanup efforts will continue to be underway for quite some time, so this debris can be off of his property. Live in Longwood, Devin Martin, Spectrum News.
Thank you, Devin. Well, many of you at home knew about today's severe weather ahead of time thanks to our push alerts. Our goal is to always help you be prepared, not scared. Download the Spectrum News app and turn on notifications to be alerted in your neighborhood. Figuring out where to start with the cleanup. The first steps these homeowners need to take after today's tornado completely destroyed their homes. Before we get to that, we want to check again with certified meteorologist Mallory Nichols. What a day.
Yeah, it was definitely active to start out with, and even through the afternoon, strong winds stuck around. When things are going to quiet down and what to expect for our Tuesday is coming up.
The weather in Central Florida can be as dynamic as the people who call it home. It's why at Spectrum News 13, we're committed to providing you with an accurate forecast so you can plan for the day ahead. So if it's just another beautiful day or there are storms rolling in, you can count on us to be there for you.
Watch the Spectrum News 13 weather experts with your Weather on the Ones forecast on your TV and on the go with the Spectrum News app, exclusively on Spectrum.
I really am in the middle of nowhere. Every day is different. Chores, homeschooling. And then I fit in the rug business. I just got a new batch of rugs that I'd love to show you. I have a website, and a lot of what I do is sharing my home life. Mommy's leaving. Reliable, high-speed internet is the foundation of our business. Spectrum was great. They went out of their way to make sure that I was okay and I was taken care of. Shoo! And that's the awesomeness of having Spectrum.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.
From D.C. to Tallahassee, elected officials are making decisions that affect our daily lives right here at home.
These decisions happen every day, which is why Political Connections breaks down the biggest stories every weeknight,
providing you real context and balanced analysis of the day's political news,
giving you a better understanding of how the issues impact you and your local community.
Join us for Political Connections weeknights at 7 and 11:30 on Spectrum News 13, exclusively on Spectrum.
Time now, 5:11. We want to get a check of your forecast. Our Chief Meteorologist, Brian Carrick, he is standing by in Longwood, where the neighborhood is cleaning up after this morning's tornado. But right now, let's head over to the Weather Center with meteorologist Mallory Nichols.
Thanks, Tammy. And yeah, the reason Brian is out there surveying that damage from a confirmed tornado that touched down earlier today. And here's some of the preliminary stats on that tornado. The peak winds estimated at 120 miles per hour, putting this at an EF2 tornado that was on the ground between 9:35 a.m. to 9:41 a.m. The path width is around 300 yards. The length is approximately 4 miles. And we might see some of these stats change just a bit over the next few days as damage continues to be surveyed, but it was certainly an active morning. The good news, things are settling down as we head into tonight. Tomorrow is going to be a much quieter day. And as we check out the winds that have been pretty strong all throughout the afternoon, we still have gusts to 26 in Ocala, 32 in Leesburg, 35 in Orlando, a gust to 31 in Kissimmee. But these winds will start to drop overnight tonight. We have that wind advisory in effect only until 7 o'clock, and then things will calm down. Not only will the winds subside, but we're going to clear out the remaining clouds across the area. It is going to start out much better for our Tuesday morning. In fact, we've got clear skies to start out with. Your morning commute not looking too bad. A little on the chillier side, though. Temperatures are going to be dropping down into the low 50s and then warming up nicely as we head into the afternoon. So here's a look at our future cast to begin our Tuesday. Those temperatures will be in the upper 40s to low 50s, but notice there's not any cloud cover across the area. This is a huge difference compared to how we started out today, and we are going through this time lapse here. Heading into the afternoon, not really seeing much change. Full sunshine throughout the day as temperatures climb very close to where we should be this time of year, making it into the mid 70s. It is going to feel pretty nice throughout the afternoon with that sun shining and those comfortable temperatures. Staying pretty quiet for the rest of this week. It's not until early next week that we have our next chance for rain back in the forecast. So partly cloudy overnight. Again, that breeze will stay up early and then subside as we head towards sunrise as temperatures drop to around 50 degrees. And then for our Tuesday afternoon, we have plenty of sunshine. Temperatures will remain around average in the mid 70s. Tammy?
Thank you, Mallory. Well, from the Weather Center to your community, we want to check in right now with Chief Meteorologist Brian Carrick live at the damage scene in Longwood. Brian, tell us about the conditions you're seeing out there right now.
Well, Tammy, the wind's doing anything but whispering here in the Whispering Winds neighborhood, and you heard it off the top. The images tell the story. Photojournalist Joe Figueroa and I are going to share some of those images, including twisted metal here at Misty Moran Place and Blue Iris Place. Not only the twisted metal of signs, the trees down, but light posts that have been ripped out of the ground as well. And just imagine the force, that EF2 tornado with winds to 115 miles per hour twisting that metal. Houses on this corner down, sustaining major damage. This particular home with very large trees. And Joe, come on over. Let's show the folks this piece of twisted metal. And when the National Weather Service crews are out doing their surveying, they're looking at things like this, the depth and the thickness of that metal, the age of the trees, the size of the trees, these trees being ripped out of the ground and torn apart. Crews working hard. They have been here all day trying to get these homes back in some sort of order. Earlier, we had trees on this home here. Again, as we continue down the street, these large piles that have been cleared already. But just imagine, the other thing we're having to concern ourselves with right now, the wind is continuing to pick up. We actually have a wind advisory in place through 7 o'clock tonight. And with that said, gusts coming through have taken some of these lower branches and the broken branches and thrown them to the ground. So crews are having to keep an eye above them. Not only that, but we've been keeping an eye on us as well, the safety of the people that are out here. Another home here experiencing some heavy damage, but this is what everybody is seeing tonight. This is stunning and it's shocking and it's scary. The mattress in this home dangling out of the side of it, and the couch is exposed as well. The good news in all of this, no injuries. The folks in that home are just fine. We are live in Seminole County. Brian Carrick, Spectrum News.
Taking a look at the roadways this week, crews are preparing for a traffic shift in the attractions area. Florida's Department of Transportation is closing the I-4 West off-ramp to Sand Lake Road tonight, and the ramp will reopen by Tuesday morning. There will be more overnight ramp closures, too, through the week if work isn't completed on time. While the Sand Lake Road ramp from I-4 West will be closed, you can take Adventure Way instead. On Thursday night, you can expect all lanes of I-4 East at State Road 528 to be closed overnight. You can expect lane closures on Darrell Carter Parkway over I-4 tonight. There will also be lane closures on Sand Lake Road under I-4 nightly until Friday. Now, you can easily track congestion on the go using the Spectrum News app in the traffic and transit section. And remember, you can send us your road-related problems at mynews13.com/traffic inbox and watch us weekday mornings from 5 until 9. That's when real-time traffic expert Jerry Hume will guide you around the crashes that could impact your commute. Destination Space News now. The time is ticking down to the launch of Crew 10. They'll be heading up to the International Space Station on Wednesday for a 6-month stay. Over the weekend, the crew completed a dress rehearsal of what launch day will be like. Ground crews also did a static fire test of the Falcon 9 rocket. It is standing ready at Kennedy Space Center. The launch is scheduled for 7:48 p.m. on Wednesday. We will have live coverage throughout the day of all of the major milestones. Join us and our space experts starting at 4 p.m. on Wednesday. A launch is on tap for us tonight. SpaceX crews are getting ready for a Starlink mission. The Falcon 9 is standing ready at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. Tonight's launch window, it runs from 11:21 through 12:15 a.m. on Tuesday. And of course, we will have live coverage right here on Spectrum News 13. Here's what you need to know this evening. Tarps are available for homeowners who had their roofs damaged by today's tornado. You can pick yours up from St. Stephen Lutheran Church. It's just off of State Road 434 in Longwood. Many homes had their shingles and parts of their roofs ripped off by today's strong winds. The tarps are available for free through the Seminole County government. Keeping students on track in the classroom, how educators have adapted over the last 5 years to keep their math and reading skills sharp, despite challenges from the pandemic.
Here are your winning lottery numbers.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff.
Mama!
Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Starting a business is hard. You have to stay connected at all times.
As we've been growing the studio, Spectrum's been there every step of the way. I'm always able to make the phone call that I need. I'm able to shoot that text message or that email. Every vital piece of equipment that we have here uses Spectrum.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $40 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep your business connected.
I tell my son, I love you every single day. Now, my dad has never said that to me. Not because he doesn't love me, but because culturally it wasn't comfortable for him. Now that he's a grandfather, he says, I love you to my son every time he sees him. My advice to all the fathers out there, forget the cultural restrictions. They grow up way too fast for you to waste even a single precious moment.
We are connected, engaged, from the moment we rise. We move. We adjust. We learn. Explore. Relax. And grow together so we're ready to build a better tomorrow. Stay informed throughout your day with the Spectrum News app, exclusively for Spectrum customers.
Friday nights, The Big Deal with Errol Lewis, where Spectrum News' local political journalists break down the most important issues shaping our nation.
All right, well, here at 21 past the hour, alongside meteorologist Mallory Nichols and Chief Meteorologist Brian Carrick out in the field, I'm meteorologist Zach Covey. I am happy to say that we are dealing with those clearing skies and the severe weather risk that we experienced this morning in parts of Central Florida has now come to an end. Our area of low pressure, which intensified enough for a couple of those stronger storms, is now pulling away from Florida, and our next weather maker is building in. That weather maker, a large ridge of high pressure. Think of it as a big bubble of no trouble. And that is some good weather moving in. So we will continue to deal with those clearing skies down until lower 50s tonight for the metro zones. How about the upper 40s for those of you north of I-4? Now, the wind advisory that we had earlier today, that is going to expire at 7. Winds will be coming down overnight and throughout the day tomorrow. As a result, look at the day ahead. Timestamps moving, temperatures are changing, but a whole lot of nothing out there in the skies, and that includes cloud cover. So we are going to have a very, very sunny afternoon heading into our Tuesday. We'll top out still below average, but high temperatures in the mid and even a few upper 70s throughout the region. So if you're heading out to UCF on your Tuesday, they've got a big baseball game facing the Miami Hurricanes. Temperatures will be falling throughout the game down into the upper 60s by the end of it. If you want to get out on the boat, going to be a little rough. We're still dealing with those very strong winds following the front on our Tuesday. We'll continue to keep that small craft advisory in place. The good news is high pressure continues to be the storyline for the remainder of this week through mid and even late week. In fact, heading into the weekend, we are dealing with nice weather. However, our next front will likely approach either late on Sunday or into the day on next Monday. We'll be tracking that front as we get closer.
This week marks 5 years since the entire country essentially shut down amid the COVID-19 pandemic. During that time, students were forced to continue their education virtually from home. Well, new research found that students to this day are still recovering from learning losses in reading and in math. Take a look right here. Florida ranking 36th in math and 45th in reading. Despite the learning loss, though, there are some positive changes that came from those learning adjustments. Spectrum News 13's Fallon Silcox has more.
Carrollwood Day School is more than 40 years old. While a lot has happened since it was established in 1982, the coronavirus pandemic had the biggest impact. Sarah Rubenstein is the head of school. She says as an IB World school, they had a heads up about what was to come in March of 2020.
Some of the IB networks that we were a part of, they started to talk about how this was impacting their operations and the digital learning plans that they were putting into place. And so could kind of see it coming in slow motion and wondering, like, was this going to have the same impact in the United States?
When it did, Rubenstein says CDS rushed to develop their virtual learning platform. She says despite being physically apart, everyone worked together to get through it, especially the teachers.
They were really the heroes of that time, just keeping students in classes, providing that sense of continuity and security that they were going to be able to progress with their education.
Yeah. That's you running?
Yeah.
Jago Stokes, who's now a senior, was in 7th grade at CDS in 2020. He says despite some fear of the unknown, the pandemic actually gave him and his peers a new sense of motivation and drive.
We've learned to be a bit more entrepreneurial, almost. You know, when you're stuck alone and you're stuck in a house with your family, as much as you love them, you go a little insane. And so you start exploring your other interests. So a lot of my friends really got into reading, or they got into these passion projects. So I think that's really reflected in the years that we have in our high school now.
After all of those months home, essentially isolated from his peers.
So when we came back from COVID-19, it was also a newfound appreciation that say, hey, you know, we were without our friends for a long time. We really appreciate it. It's a newfound of community. It's almost like you wouldn't think that your community would strengthen, but it almost has.
2.75 up from that sense of community has proven to be vital to students' academic success. Rubenstein says being together is actually a big part of the equation.
When we all came back, it was just with a renewed appreciation for the importance of community, that how much those day-to-day relationships, face-to-face relationships really do contribute to a positive learning environment and to students' both academic well-being and mental well-being.
And while some of the social and educational impacts may be lingering, Rubenstein says she truly feels things are finally back to normal. In Tampa, I'm Fallon Silcox, Spectrum News.
Rubenstein says that one remaining issue from the pandemic is attendance. She says many families became used to the more flexible scheduling of hybrid and virtual learning during the pandemic, but physically being present in school has shown to be the greatest indicator, she says, of academic success. Well, join us this week as we look back at what's changed and how we're coping 5 years since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. In our next half hour, going up and down the streets, assessing all of the damage. We're taking a look at the neighborhoods leaning on one another after today's tornado left quite a mess to clean up.
At Spectrum News, we're committed to strengthening the fabric of local communities through our reporting, with stories that inspire and news that matters on your smart TV and connected devices. Streaming live 24/7, plus on-demand weather forecasts. It's all there as you step outside with the Spectrum News mobile app, keeping you informed and in the know throughout your day. Spectrum News, your community connection, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Now available on your favorite devices.
It's game time at the arena, and 20,000 fans are looking for a win. With an ultra-high-speed network and seamless Wi-Fi, fans can get in the door fast and share the game's best moments in real time. And with Spectrum Business committed to keeping them connected 100% of the time, they won't miss a second of the action. A secure, reliable connection from Spectrum Business means the fan experience is a guaranteed win.
Whether it's our stories,
the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce. We all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Sundays, take an in-depth look at your community. In Focus with Allison Walker, where decision makers come together and examine issues that impact Floridians.
The travel and tourism industry is so very important to the state of Florida.
It's a solutions-based conversation.
They must be protected and have the tools they need.
Your community, your state, your show. In Focus with Allison Walker, Sundays at 11:30 on Spectrum News 13, exclusively on Spectrum. Your evening news, presented by FPL, working for you every single day.
We're glad you're here this Monday evening. I'm Tammy Fields. Curtis is off.
And I'm meteorologist Mallory Nichols. A rough start to the week, but conditions are improving.
Thank goodness. We want to take a look right now at your top stories in 90 seconds before we get back to weather. Well, this morning, an EF2 tornado swept across Seminole County for 4 miles. That data confirmed by the National Weather Service crews on the ground. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Now, though, begins the process of cleaning up and filing insurance claims. NASA officially looking at trimming its workforce. Acting Administrator Janet Petro says she's complying with the president's executive order to begin a phased reduction in force. No word yet on how many positions will be cut or how many employees will lose their jobs. Eligible employees can choose to participate in NASA's voluntary early retirement program. Orlando is no longer moving forward with plans for a new homeless shelter in the Soto area. It became a controversial topic for residents in the area just south of downtown Orlando, many putting up lawn signs opposing the idea. If approved, the shelter would have been built at a former work release site along Cayley Avenue. The city would have leased the property for $1. Orlando and Orange County governments would have shared operation responsibility. All right, Mallory, we want to talk the forecast again because it really was a rocky start to the day.
Yeah, we had several tornado warnings, even severe thunderstorm warnings. But as we check out Klystron 13 at this point, all of that activity has pushed off to the east of us. That front has moved through and we're already starting to clear out. Conditions will improve quite a bit as we head into our Tuesday. So if you're planning a trip to the beach, we've got a lot of sunshine in store for you. Actually, a nice beach afternoon for our Tuesday as those winds begin to subside. And there's still going to be some choppiness out on the water, so do keep that in mind, along with an elevated rip current risk. And with all that sunshine around, the UV index is going to be back to very high conditions, different than what we had today. So make sure you grab the sunscreen if you're heading outdoors for your Tuesday.
Thank you, Mallory. Well, we continue our team coverage now in the Markham Glen Circle subdivision in Longwood. That's where some homeowners had damage from the tornado. Our Maciel Leyva is joining us here live in Longwood now. Maciel, what are the neighbors there telling you?
Good evening, Tammy. I want to show you right here. This is a tree that was completely uprooted in this subdivision, and I want you to see that it completely fell, almost damaging that home right there. And you can see some damage to Little Nye in that area. We also spoke with a homeowner who tells us that she wasn't home when this happened, and she was shocked when she actually got home and saw all the destruction in her backyard.
Longwood resident Karina Gibbs says she was at a doctor's appointment this morning when she got a tornado warning on her phone.
I walked out of the office, there wasn't barely any rain. Come down on Markham Woods Road and came home to this.
Her home was one of many in the Markham Glen Circle subdivision that got hit by the tornado.
Well, when I pulled up to the front, I thought, oh, thank goodness, nothing's wrong with the house. Until the sheriff's department met me here because the alarm had gone off. And he walked around the house and said, you better come to the backside.
The damage to her home can be seen in the backyard, fallen trees, and a damaged pole screen which was completely lifted off the ground and slammed onto part of her roof.
I don't know what I would have done if I had been here and all of that was going on. The neighbor across the street said it was very loud. when it came through.
She says her dog Luke was home alone at the time.
I couldn't imagine being home when this happened. I mean, it just lifted it right off the concrete.
Carrie says in over 25 years living here, she's never had this level of damage to her home, not even during a hurricane.
It's just amazing the force of the wind to do something like this in seconds versus you've got hours of the hurricane winds.
Carrie says she has already contacted her insurance provider, and now the next step for her will be to file a claim. Live in Longwood, Macia Leiva, Spectrum News.
Thank you, Macia. Well, we continue our team coverage with Spectrum News 13's Nicole Griffin. She is joining us live on Spanish Oak Trail. It's where there is damage all up and down the street. Nicole, I know that you're at the home that has some of the worst of the damage on that block.
Tammy, I am. I'm in the back of the Jerams family house, and take a look at this. As you can see, their carport was really just ripped from the side of their house and thrown into their pool. Now, the family was home during the tornado this morning, and they said it is the scariest thing that they have ever lived through. Now, they didn't want to go on camera. They're busy dealing with roofers and insurance adjusters. However, they're saying that everyone in the neighborhood is really stopping by and checking in on one another.
Hurricanes are one thing. This was something else, and it happened so fast.
Longwood resident Scott Rott says he's numb looking at all the damage on Spanish Oak Trail. He still can't believe they just went through a tornado.
You know, I've never experienced anything like that before, and I've been here 40-some years.
Scott says he was watching TV when all of a sudden the wind started howling and debris, now littering the street, started smashing against his windows.
And I thought the sliding glass doors by the pool were going to come into the house. And it was only been for about 40 seconds, and that was it.
He's grateful that he says he only has big trees blocking his driveway now, but his home is fine. The Jerams, his neighbors across the street, were not so lucky. A porta potty from a nearby construction site broke a window. Their roof now has holes in it. Their carport now lays in their pool, and their 3 cars are smashed up. While everyone on the street now has a lot to deal with, Rott says they've all checked in and are safe.
We were lucky, very lucky. Nobody got hurt, nobody got killed.
Now, while everything material can be replaced, some of it is pretty disappointing. Like, as you can see here, one of their cars, a tree smashed into it, completely destroying the windshield. And this car was meant to be a gift for their son's 16th birthday next week. Reporting live in Longwood, Nicole Griffin, Spectrum News.
Wow, Nicole, thank you so much. Well, we are hearing from even more people who hunkered down in the Longwood area during the storm. We spoke with one woman who said she was able to hide in her son's interior bathroom at their home in the Whispering Wind subdivision.
When it first started and I heard that wind, I was scared. But it was so quick that it was like they're frightened that it's going to take the whole house, and then in the bathroom, and then it was done.
Wow, that was Leslie Grubel that you just heard from. Her home was just about a block away from the home that collapsed. You can see the devastation here in this drone video near the center of your screen. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt. Our coverage of this tornado continues throughout the hour. Join us for a closer look at the damage and the help that's available. Our crews are stationed all across Seminole County after today's EF2 tornado. Knowing how to get your hands on resources in the aftermath of today's severe weather, we have those details and what we're learning about the storm's intensity that is still ahead. But first, we want to talk weather even more with the certified meteorologist Mallory Nichols.
But Tammy, conditions are improving. Tomorrow is going to be a much different day, and temperatures are starting to drop following that front. How low they're expected to get tonight is coming up.
My favorite thing about Central Florida is the people, our neighbors, our friends, our coworkers.
There's something so special about those early morning hours, and it feels amazing to go out into the community sharing real real, authentic stories.
When you connect with someone at a personal level, there's a trust.
I think it's great to start your day in a way that you feel connected, especially with the morning news. You hear about the weather, the traffic. It's everything you need to get out the door and feel like you're ready to tackle the day.
Your morning news on Spectrum News 13.
Hey, pal. Ready for bed?
Hey, Dad. Do we really have the fastest internet speeds?
Yeah, with Spectrum, absolutely.
Oh, that's cool. Can I use that to research volcanoes super fast?
Of course.
Can I learn to make a diorama super fast?
Yeah, you can do that too.
How fast exactly?
The absolute fast. When's your project due?
Tomorrow morning.
How much have you done? Okay. I'll get the glue.
The fastest internet whenever you need it. From Spectrum.
Here's the deal. With a new president leading our country, people need a place to explore national issues that have an impact on their community. To understand those issues better, we're bringing together our team of local political journalists from across the country to break down what's happening. So join us every week to catch up on the key stories making a big difference across the nation and in your local community.
Watch The Big Deal with Errol Lewis Friday nights at 7:30 on Spectrum News 13. Available on all of your favorite devices exclusively on Spectrum.
At Spectrum News, we're committed to strengthening the fabric of local communities through our reporting, with stories that inspire and news that matters on your smart TV and connected devices. Streaming live 24/7, plus on-demand weather forecasts. It's all there as you step outside with the Spectrum News mobile app, keeping you informed and in the know throughout your day. Spectrum News, your community connection, exclusively for Spectrum customers. Now available on your favorite devices.
Welcome back to your Weather on the Ones. Time now is 5:41 on this Monday evening, and Klystron 13 is a lot quieter. Different this morning. We had showers, storms, severe storms, tornadic storms that pushed through earlier this morning. Our Launch Credit Union camera in downtown Orlando. This is looking off to the southwest. You can see one of those storms there off in the distance. And as we go through this loop here, conditions improving quite a bit throughout the day once that activity was able to push out. But of course, we are continuing to talk about that EF2 tornado that touched down in parts of Seminole County. But as we check out our temperatures following the front, they're starting to drop. 68 now in Ocala, 67 for the Villages and Bushnell. Most other spots remain in the mid to low 70s. It was a warm and muggy day today, but now that that front is dropping south, we're going to pull in a little bit of that cooler and drier air. Not a big drop in our temperatures, but it will be a little chilly as we head into tomorrow morning. And we're already down 12 degrees in Ocala, 11 in Leesburg, 10 in Kissimmee. And those numbers will continue to fall compared to where we were just 24 hours ago. And here's a look at what's ahead for tomorrow. We'll start out the day with those numbers around 50 degrees, a few spots even down in the 40s. Then as we head into the afternoon, winds will subside, definitely not as strong as today. We'll see plenty of sunshine. High temperatures will be around average, making it into the mid 70s. And then on Wednesday, we'll get to around 80 degrees, and it looks like that's where we'll stay, actually climbing into the upper 80s as we head toward the weekend. The big weather story is that tornado that touched down earlier today. We've gotten a lot of video and pictures from the area. This one from Justin in Longwood, sent to our Spectrum News app. You can see a large tree that has fallen in the area, and of course we've been talking about all the damage that is in that area as well. A loop of the activity pushing through, and you can see all those boxes showing up, indicating where we did have tornado warnings as those storms pushed across the state.
Thank you, Mallory. Well, today's tornado and storm damage has left some homes needing immediate repair and protection from the elements. Seminole County leaders, they are providing free tarps to homeowners. Spectrum News 13's Randy Roush, he is live for us tonight at the St. Stephen Lutheran Church in Longwood. Randy, are those tarps ready to go right now?
Yes, Tammy, there is a stack of tarps ready to go at this hour to anyone that needs them. Emergency officials came by early this afternoon and left them right here. Here's a view from Sky 13 of some of the wind and tornado damage around Lake Marion Longwood earlier today. As we zoom in, you can see the house where the screened-in pool area around that home was destroyed. Some of the homes here have definitely experienced some roof and patio damage, so they're likely going to need these tarps. Plenty of items scattered across the properties. We know there were some 3,500 customers without power earlier today. Now, the Red Cross, Tammy, was just here less than an hour ago. They came by, they actually picked up some of the tarps. They are headed over to Markham Woods Road. They're going to set up shop there. They're going to be giving out some care packages and other things to give to people that suffered some of this tornado and wind damage earlier today. Live here in Seminole County, Randy Roush, Spectrum News.
Women's History Month, we are highlighting women farmers. The U.S. Department of Agriculture reports that there's around 44,000 farms right here in the Sunshine State. 79,000 farmers run those farms, and just 41% of those farmers are women. Meet Pauline Capello. She operates her 1-acre farm in Volusia County, where she specializes in making salad greens. When she meets a fellow woman farmer, she says it brings her a sense of pride.
I do value every woman farmer that I come across. Farming is something that you just, whether you're a man or a woman, you do it because you love it. Really cute.
Capello sells her produce at the DeLand Artisan Alley Farmers Market every week, and each year they produce around 700 pounds of vegetables, which is about 1,400 bags of salad greens. In today's market wrap-up, the U.S. stock market sell-off cut deeper. Taking a look right now at the big board, the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P 500 all saw losses today. Social media platform X was hit by outages. More than 20,000 users reported problems using the app beginning around 6 this morning. That is according to outage tracking sites. The issues temporarily died down before nearly 40,000 users reported outages about 4 hours later. X owner Elon Musk claimed that the platform was hit by a massive cyber attack. Here's a look at how some businesses with Central Florida ties performed. Disney and Hilton saw some losses. Darden saw gains. CVS is opening about a dozen stores this year that are just pharmacies. They'll be half the size of the regular stores that you're likely familiar with. They won't sell snacks, makeup, cards, and other items. The smaller stores are part of CVS's turnaround plans, which have also included more than 1,000 store closures and layoffs. Drugstore chains with large retail sections have struggled to keep up with companies like Amazon and Target. They've also had to deal with issues like theft. We have a new look at some of the floats coming to Disney's Magic Kingdom. This is a new rendering of the Coco float. You can see some of the others that will be featured as well. The Disney Starlight Dream the Night Away parade begins sometime this summer.
I'm Mike Aarons, and this is your Sports Minute, brought to you by Spectrum. Wide receiver Chris Godwin is returning to the Bucs. The team's second-leading all-time receiver agrees to a 3-year, $66 million deal with $44 million guaranteed just 2 days before the start of the free agency period. The 8-year veteran was leading the NFL last year in receptions and touchdowns before he suffered a season-ending injury against the Ravens. The Bucs and former Eagles and Jets edge rusher Hassan Reddick agreed to terms on a 1-year deal worth up to $14 million, with 12 of that guaranteed. Reddick had 4 straight years of double-digit sacks. Last season, the 8-year vet was traded by the Eagles to the Jets, where he held out and appeared in just 10 games. And one of the big-name free agent quarterbacks is off the market. Former Vikes quarterback Sam Darnold agrees to a 3-year, $100 million deal with the Seahawks. The 27-year-old directed the Vikings to 14 wins last season, earning a Pro Bowl invite and throwing for more than 4,000 yards and 35 touchdowns. For the latest local sports news, check out Spectrum Sports 360 every night at 10:30.
Here's what you need to know this evening. Orlando is no longer moving forward with plans for a new homeless shelter in the Soto area. It became a controversial topic for residents in the area just south of downtown Orlando, many putting up lawn signs opposing the idea. If approved, the shelter would have been built at a former work release site along Cayley Avenue. The city would have leased the property for $1. Orlando and Orange County governments would have shared operation responsibility. Today, Orlando's Mayor Buddy Dyer released a statement saying this location is not feasible, adding, and I quote, "Homelessness can't just be someone else's problem. It's not a challenge we can simply push away out of fear. We must address it and offer support to the unsheltered together." Vaccines and autism, something the CDC has studied for years now and found no evidence of a connection. Why researchers plan to revisit the study again? You're watching Spectrum News 13. We're back in a moment.
Our daily decisions can have a massive impact on the quality of our lives. From the foods we eat to the places we live and everything in between, our health can send us on a quest for answers. Join me as we break down the science and politics behind some of the most important topics affecting our communities and learn what we can do about them.
Watch Exploring Your Health on the Spectrum News app. Available on all of your favorite devices.
Master anything with the fastest wireless speeds from Spectrum.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
Central Florida is always on the move. I want to make sure you get to where you're going. Knowing these roads means knowing the communities they're a part of. It's a connection that's brought me closer to my neighbors and provided a front row seat to history. On your morning news on Spectrum News 13, my priority is to make sure your commute is as easy as possible. Because at the end of the day, we're all on the same journey to what's important. I'm Jerry Hume, real-time traffic anchor, your morning news on Spectrum News 13.
Friday nights, The Big Deal with Errol Lewis, where Spectrum News' local political journalists break down the most important issues shaping our nation.
All right, well, 51 past the hour, just about at the top of the hour. Meteorologist Zach Covey with you. I'm alongside meteorologist Mallory Nichols tonight, and out in the field is Chief Meteorologist Brian Carrick. Now, it has been a very active day. None more active than over in Seminole County, where we started off with a few strong storms this morning, including one that produced an EF2 tornado. This indicates winds of at least 115 miles per hour. It was on the ground for at least 1.8 miles. All that data preliminary. We will continue to kind of refine it over the next day and a half. But this is what the radar image looked like as it came off of the Markham Woods Road area and moved over I-4 before dissipating before it moved into Lake Mary. We had that really tight couplet, green indicating winds heading towards the radar over in Cocoa Beach, red indicating winds moving away from Klystron. And we also had co-located with it very, very bright colors indicating that debris was being wafted up. So it led to a very high confidence that something was on the ground, and sure enough, now we know it was an EF2 tornado. That low that prompted those storms pulling away allowing high pressure to build in. This is going to lead to a really nice forecast heading kind of throughout the remainder of this week. Sunny skies, temperatures in the mid and upper 70s. Beautiful weather for those of you in Seminole County that are picking up the pieces after what happened earlier this morning. In fact, moving in through mid to late week, we return to the 80s inland, the upper 70s along the coastline. Now, by this weekend, we will remain dry, but we really bring in not only warmth, but also moisture out ahead of another cold front. This will lead to a clash of air masses and again a severe weather threat across the deep south. We'll be watching it closely, but at least at this point, it's too early to talk about the strength of that front as it moves through the region on our Monday. Here's a look at pollen over the next 3 days.
The Vatican is reporting Pope Francis is improving and no longer in imminent danger. This is the first time that doctors have lifted the prognosis, saying that they are seeing improvements in his clinical situation. There is still no timeline for the Pope's release from the hospital, though. They say he will continue to receive the same oxygen therapy that he's received over the last few days. In your health, the CDC is aiming to study vaccines to determine whether there is any connection to autism. Experts say the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services requested the study. That is despite strong evidence that vaccines do not cause autism. Although the CDC has published several studies related to this matter, none have found evidence to suggest vaccines increase the risk of autism or other neurodevelopmental disorders. The prevalence of autism in the United States has increased in recent years. Experts say that is largely as a result of increased awareness and access to specialty care. The Moffitt Cancer Center is sharing advice on how to make healthier choices at the grocery store. They say knowing how to read a nutrition label is key. Take a look at this. They say the nutrition labels are the way to find help in finding foods that are higher in fiber, vitamins, or minerals. They say just because a food might be marked as healthy does not mean that it is right for you. Instead, they recommend that you look for specific guidelines like lower added sugar if you're diabetic. If you're in a hurry, they say a quick trick is to look at the percent daily value of an ingredient. If it's less than 5, that is considered low. 20 or higher is considered high. Lastly, watch out for misleading terms on packaging like natural, low fat, or no sugar added. They say those often appear right in front to make you think things are healthy, even when they're not. For example, something deemed natural should mean there are no artificial ingredients, but they can still contain added sugars and unhealthy fats. Understanding exactly what swept across Central Florida and how extensive the damage is, our crews are stationed all over Seminole County, bringing you the latest efforts from neighbor to neighbor. You're watching your evening news this Monday on Spectrum News 13. More news and weather straight ahead.
I'm Todd Miner. It's time now for a look at what's happening in our community, presented by the expert injury attorneys at Todd Miner Law.